Family, I see everybody talking about blitzing. So what we gonna talk about? Blocking. What up, family? You already know who it is. You know we're here to talk about blocking. But before we do all that, shout out to Costco for giving me this cardboard display because I was dying to grab it. I was like, please let me get it. It's been 11 years since this game came out, and I needed this one. I got the old one, and yes, the disc is inside. But I do have that. But hey, man, shout out to Costco for letting me get that disc. Let me get in that display, man. I deeply appreciate it. Now, before we get into this blocking, I gotta go ahead and throw this statement out here because I know somebody gonna think that, oh, it don't work. Listen, man, defense wins sometimes too. You're not gonna be able to block every single time. That's not even football. When I watch football, elite players need to be double teamed sometimes. Elite players get through sometimes. So if you need to double team a player, double team them. If you don't know how to double team them, let me know in the comments below and I'll show you. But again, the defense gonna win sometimes too. But if you like the content, you already know what I'm finna tell you to do. Go ahead and pull up to the cookout table. I got room. And if you don't like the content, watch another video. See if you like it then. Either way, let's get into the video. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and talk about this linebacker blitz zero. So I know you've seen it online on YouTube because everybody's talking about it. So I felt like what better way than to show you how to deal with it. Now, granted, depending on what offensive formation you want to be in, it's going to be kind of different for you to deal with it, but it's still the same principle. It's going to be simple math. However many they send in, you need to be blocking. Pretty much guaranteed. However many they send in, you probably need to be blocking, all right? So case in point, all they tell you to do is what? Pinch the linebackers and press down, right? And when you see that, this is the play art. That's how it looks. That's how they're pressed down, right? And you're going to need two controllers, so make sure you got two controllers. So now I'm on the offensive side of the ball. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to hike the ball to let you see that that's how this blitz works. So I'll hike it, and as you can see, they coming in, pressure, boom, he's already there, right? That was pretty quick. Really didn't have any reads to look at. Let's look at it again. Let's set it up because this is how simple it is. Go down, press. That's all they're going to do. As you can see with the cover art, it's there. So now, again, with my cover art, I'm not doing anything. So I hike the ball. Boom, he's sitting there. They're getting in, collapse the pocket. Ain't nobody even got time to get open, right? So, okay, cool. So let's do this same thing again. Collapse them down, press. Now we see it. Same play art. So now with blocking, let's do something a little different. Let's go ahead and we're gonna, you gotta hold LB or L1 and it's gonna bring up your blocking. Now you can try full left or full right. Depending on your formation, things will work. But with this formation that I run out of, and I usually see these formations out of, I go ahead and press left stick up, which is empty. Now when I see empty, it's gonna change my play art to where now Edwards is going to do a rollout. No, I don't want that because that's still going to be 5 versus 6. So I'm going to put Edwards at a blocking. And now as you can see, now I got 6. Now all I'm going to do now is, as you see, I'm going to hike the ball. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to roll out. But just look how much time he got compared to what he had earlier. Hiking the ball. You got time. You can maneuver. They're not coming collapsing in pretty quickly. Let's set it up again. Boom, right? And then they're going to press down. So I'm gonna set mine up again, empty. So as you can see now, my play art is empty. Put Edwards at a blocking. So now I'm gonna maneuver just a little bit just to show you what time I got. So as they're coming, boom, I can go out of here. Bang, I can hit it right just like that. It gave me more time than what I needed. I can roll out. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if they do a QB contain? Okay, cool. So let's make this a QB contain. All right, we did. Press down again. Have them press. Now we're going to do our adjustments. Empty. Show the play art. Block Edwards. Boom. Here we go again. So now they're doing QB contain. I still got him right there. You're always going to have an option when you use the empty for me. Now, granted, depending on the situation, if they do this and they slide their guys right, then granted, I'm going to want to slide my line halfway to the right to deal with that. And then I'll go ahead and hit RB, boom, and do that. So, same thing, hike the ball. They're still picking it up. Dude's wide open. And you can get yards off of that. So what you basically need to do is you're countering by their look you're doing the opposite, but you have to match the numbers in blitzes. So if they got 6 blitzers coming, then you need to have 6 6 offensive blockers. If you don't have that, they're going to get free. But as long as you can match those numbers, obviously you'll have the advantage to wait for somebody to get open. Now let's talk about the next blitz. Hey, before we get into the next blitz, man, what issues are y'all having dealing with certain blitzes or certain defenses, or maybe it's certain offenses? Let me know. Go ahead and put it in the comments, man. Let me know so we can have a conversation. Possibly could do a video about it, but let's try to see if we can help each other get better, because I don't see everything, you know what I'm saying, with what I'm playing. So I see certain things, or I see certain people put videos out, so I try to just have a countermeasure for those videos. But if you see something else that ain't being put out and you're having an issue with it, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, man. See if we can come up with something to fix it. All right, next part. So now we got to talk about the infamous mid blitz. So what they're going to do is they're going to press all their defensive backs. They're going to put their line in the QB contain, and the guy that's supposed to cover the running back, that's his assignment. He's just going to mug the gap. Now, whether they put him on a blitz or not is really up to the individual. Some may do it, some may not. But either way, if they do or don't, you should be fine with what you're going to do. What you find out in most of these blitzes is you need to be able to make a read. So whatever formation that you have, I would advise you to set yourself up against these blitzes in practice mode and see what your reads are, because when you can make a read, it makes it a little bit easier. All right, but make sure you have multiple reads, because once they see you go to that one read once, then they're going to try to cover that read, so you may have to give them a different look. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hike this ball without making any adjustments to my blocking, and let's just see how the blitz works. Boom. So see, they come in and they're collapsing the pocket. Really, nobody got a chance to get free. And right when our guy was free, he was already tackled. All right, that's the mid blitz in a nutshell. So let's come back down. Oh, let me get to my right controller, excuse me. Let's come back down. Come back down. Press the press the DBs. Go ahead and do that QB contain. Now we're set up. So now on the offensive side of the ball, now I'm going to set up my blocking. I like to do empty, because empty works for me in this set. In different sets, I may have to full slide one way or full slide the other, or half slide. Again, it depends on your formation. Don't always think empty. I'm just saying in this one, empty works for me. Whatever you run, you're going to have to figure out what works for you, but this is the concept of it, all right? So I go ahead and go empty. When I go empty, it gives Edwards a different assignment. So boom, I go ahead and put him into blocking. So again, they got 6 blitzing. I have 6 blocking. So we should match up very well. So I'm going to hike the ball. And again, I have to make a read. So boom, as I hike the ball, I see he's open. Boom, right there, made a quick read. And I got yards off of it. That's going to be the key when you're dealing with blitzes. Be able to make a read. If you can't make a read, you're going to be in trouble. Again, boom, they're going to come press down. We're going to mug the gap. And we're going to go ahead and do that QB contain, right? And let's show the play art. So now, with me seeing that, let me try to make a different read. So as I see this, I'm going to go B, boom, and try to make B do that. Go for a quick slant. I'm going to go empty again. Obviously, I got to block. Edwards again. So boom, blocking Edwards. If they can let me block them, for some reason they're not, and I'll hike it. Boom, right there, same read. But as you can see, if we go back and we look at that, when I hiked the ball, I could have touch passed to B if I chose to. It would have been, I would have had to lead it downward for me to get the ball, because he's playing behind me, on top of me. So if I would have touch passed it downward, that would have allowed Morris to come underneath the ball and make the catch, all right? So again, this is just what we're doing. We got to make certain reads. That's all we got to do. So again, dealing with the mid blitz, he's going to come down. Let's mug the gap. And this time, let's make this guy, let's make him blitz. So now he's blitzing, and they got this set up. So now they're blitzing 7, and we're only blocking 6. So again, we're really going to have to make a quick read with this. And even though he's only blocking 6, he's using that for the excitement to try to dumb out the lineman, so that he can think that they're blitzing, so he can try to come in. But still, the same concept that we do is going to remain the same. Boom, got him there. Block my running back. Okay, cool, hiking the ball. Now I got to make a read. Wow, made a read, good to go. That's all you got to do. The key about picking up blitzes is being able to make a quick read. Sometimes you can block your running back You can send your running back out on the route and block your tight end. It's just giving them different looks, because once he sees me use the tight end on that same blitz, he's gonna be like, okay, cool, let me cover the tight end. But this time I block the tight end, and seeing Edwards out is gonna kind of throw him off. You see what I'm saying? It's always keeping them unbalanced, so keep them off their toes. But that's how you're gonna deal with it using your blocking schemes. So look, one thing stands true about this game. There is a counter for just about everything. Just about. The problem is we got pros and certain content creators trying to break the game. I don't understand. We haven't had this game in 11 years, and the first thing you want to do is find something that gives a disadvantage to other players who just want to enjoy playing online and playing against each other. We live in a weird time, man, because all I want to do is get on the sticks. But again, when we see certain things, I like to find ways to fix it instead of trying to figure out ways to break the game. But I guess you got to sell your ebooks, so I ain't hating on it. But look, if you like the content, come on, man, subscribe. You already know I got room at the cookout table for you. Holla at you up. Get a plate. Grab a drink. Let's sit down and have this conversation. And if ain't no one told you that they love you today, just know that Jesus loves you. Peace and love.